Sri to give an opening speech.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, good evening everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to Math Toastmasters Club. And I would like to introduce one special person in this room today. Usually you attend meetings and then you decide if you want to be a member or not. But we have one person today who never attended Math Toastmasters Club, who just met me during one of those get-togethers, and she decided to become a member even before coming to a meeting. Wow. Please put your hands together to welcome our latest member, if I say her name correctly, Shui Hui. Right, and for starting, I was thinking about what theme is good, and I thought about learn, reflect, and change. I was talking to one of the training providers, one of the company's training department managers, and I said, what is something required to become a trainer? What are things people really talk about? He said, one of the things which is really selling today is change management. Heard of it?
Yep.
Which means that people work for months and even years just to change the culture, attitude, habits, a lot of things within the department or even the entire company. And she was telling me that how they are known as change agents. Heard of it?
Yep.
I just heard yesterday. Change agents who really literally change the entire thing, and they do crazy things because they want people to have that particular kind of change. So when I thought about, which connects coincidentally with our theme today, before you decide to change something, we need to learn. We learn different things and we are aware of things. Lack of awareness is very dangerous in today's day, because today with technology and everything, learning being much more easier as it was when I was a kid. Today the information is much more accessible and learning is easier. Because of that, it is easier, I would say, to reflect on what we have learned and what we want to put into practice or make it part of our lives. And the toughest part, I personally believe that, is to change. We all have learned such and such a thing is not good. We have learned that it's good to read books, it's good to join Toastmasters meetings, it's bad to go drinking and driving, and it's bad definitely to miss a Toastmasters meeting. Now we have learned different things in our lives from different people. But when it comes to change, a lot of us take a step back and we struggle. And I hope that today's meetings, we have different speakers talking about different topics, and their experiences, their stories will help you to learn something, reflect on something, and I believe maybe lead you to change in some ways. So thank you so much for joining Math Toastmasters Club. So I want to welcome all of you once again. Round of applause for all of you. Now I would like to introduce two of the friends who are joining us for the first time. They have not signed up yet. I hope they will one day, but as of now. Alright, so to start our meeting, let me introduce Let me introduce our Toastmaster of the evening, also MC for this event. The person who joined Math Toastmaster a few months ago, somewhere end of last year, newly, I would not say now it's no more newly. I mean, last year he said graduated from University of Nottingham, Sunway, and in few months he has already finished his level 1 from Dynamic Leadership level 1. So please put your hands together to welcome Q.
Thank you, our President, distinguished Toastmasters 3. So good evening everyone.
Good evening.
Well, I'm here today as Toastmaster of the evening, and for the first round I will be introducing about Toastmasters International. So Toastmasters International actually had their first meeting on October 22nd, 1924, which is around 93 years ago. And it actually born indirectly from YMCA in Illinois in the States. So every one of us here as Toastmasters member is a direct member of Toastmasters International. And within Toastmasters International, there's actually the direct guidelines which we have to fulfill or follow in terms of improving our public speaking skill and leadership skills. Now, this Toastmasters International, their HQ is in Ranco Santa Margarita in California, and it is actually a non-profit organization with the aim to empower individuals to be effective communicators and leaders. So me, like everyone else here, actually started to come here when I wanted to improve on my public speaking skills. But after joining Toastmasters, I found that public speaking skills Toastmasters isn't just about public speaking. When we talk about public speaking, most of us will think of going up to the stage, speaking in a large crowd. But in reality, public speaking can be in a lot of variety, in a lot of forms. It can be presenting for a particular project, or even presenting for a team in a meeting, or it can also be giving humorous speeches to lighten up the environment, or maybe just within your group of friends, you are just hanging out, you would like to give some humorous speeches. So in this Toastmasters club, we are actually considered a self-sustaining club whereby we have whereby each member actually takes on different roles, which actually helps to facilitate the entire meeting session. So, for instance, during this meeting, I'm the Toastmaster of the evening, but during next meeting, I can be an counter or timekeeper, or maybe I can even be an evaluator for one of the project speeches here. So through Toastmasters, I believe you guys will be able to be exposed, not just public speaking, but also taking on different roles within the clubs.